Boy, I hate following my wife. I'm Chuck Graham. I live at 102 West Green Meadows here in Columbia. I'm here to honestly express my profound dismay and disappointment at the complete lack of preparedness and compliance district-wide with the Americans with Disabilities Act. It's no wonder that you have a variety of concerns here this evening because you haven't even completed the basic administrative requirements required by the Department of Justice for public entities to employ 50 or more people. A year ago, I wrote to Dr. Siegman and said, I'd like to know who the ADA coordinator is. I still haven't met that person. I would like to see a copy of the transition plan. You have to have a transition plan that identifies every structural barrier in every single building, along with a plan for how you're going to remove it and when you're going to remove it. And that requirement has been there for 27 years, since 1992. I did get a packet of documents from the district this last week. They were 2006 building assessments. Among the things they said was Gentry is completely wheelchair accessible. But you just added 2 ramps to 2 trailers last week because it wasn't. So you do not have a transition plan in place. It also requires that you complete a self-evaluation where you take a look at all of your programs, your activities, and your services and make sure they're accessible to and usable by individuals with disabilities. So you would have been looking at things like your seclusion policy, perhaps your reporting policy, to make sure all of these things were compliant. But you haven't even done that simple administrative requirement. And you have to have a grievance procedure. That's number 4. I did file a grievance with Dr. Stiepelman. He and I are meeting. I'm very excited about that. I don't know if that's how the grievance process works, or if that's the official ADA grievance policy, but I guess I'll be finding out. This lack of planning leads you to inexplicably bad decisions, like picking the most inaccessible school in the district to make a STEAM school. And it leaves you so wide open to a class action lawsuit by parents of children with mobility disabilities because you are going to exclude them from an entire class of education because you picked the worst building in this district. I also want to support the right to record. Number 1, we have a right under state law. It's a one-party consent state. We already have a right to do it. You just have a policy that says that you're not going to do that. It's also important because I've been lied to more than once in a 504 meeting. And I've been told some very inaccurate information in 504 meetings. I know a little bit about 504. If you have more than 3 minutes sometime, give me a call, I'll let you know. And one last thing, there's no specific accessibility requirement in the ADA for seclusion rooms for a reason. That's because no one 29 years ago thought you'd still be putting people in